my god, so many people are already in here. That's crazy to me, yo. There we go. Copy video URL. Alright, there we go. Hey guys. What's up, people? Already 9 of you. 9 of you were just waiting. What's up? What's up, Ted's Experience? I'm only late by like a minute, yo. Relax. Things kind of got hectic, so I guess I can quickly explain what happened for those who care in it at all. First things first, hey, what's up, guys? Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for the support. I put a poll on Twitter, and everyone said I wanted to do y'all wanted me to do a YouTube stream versus a Twitch one, so that's why we're doing a Twitch one. And I look like shit. So essentially, what happened is that fucking Soul Calibur. I hear the audio and I show up. I heard the stereo. Oh, I see what you did there. But no, essentially, Soul Calibur went on sale on Steam. Me, Juice bought it, and then we played for like an hour and a half, I think. So, like, I would have streamed earlier, but I kind of got distracted, and that's why the stream was set for 9:30. And then my mom wanted to talk to me, which is why the stream, even though it was set for 9:30, I only barely made that. It's a struggle. Life is hard. But thank you guys for waiting and being patient with me. Also, I suspect that some of you don't have anything to do tomorrow because tomorrow is Veterans Day. So for all my vets or children of vets, happy Veterans Day. I hope you guys enjoy your day off. So it's not really a big deal that I'm streaming late because tomorrow I'll be off. So I'm not sweating it too much. I was going to try to do Luigi's Mansion after this. I don't know if I'm going to do that still, but I'm at least thinking about it. We'll see what happens. Here's the kicker, though. I put the Pokemon Before the Storm as the title. Realistically, I don't really have anything extra to say about Pokemon other than like some words. I don't have a lot. I'm not free. I mean, obviously I have to do Juices Loose tomorrow, so I'm not like free. But I am free in the sense of like not having to work. Also, my boy Robert apparently is streaming Smash Brothers, so go support my boy's endeavors on Smash Bros. Because Terry came out and Terry's fun. Government workers, GG. The joy of being a government worker is that you get all government holidays off, which is fucking awesome. What's up? Okay, so let me go down the list of people here. 18 people. Holy shit. Alright, we're going to try to go down the names. You sent me a friend code on Steam? How does that even work? You sent me a friend code. Also, I thought you added me as a friend already on Steam. If you can send me a friend code, I would think. And of course, Terminator just is playing Rocket League. That man switched real quick. Oh, no, I see. I got it. I got you. Alright, Lightning, you're accepted. Also, if you want to know, yeah, I know the Snafu I saw. I saw the preview for Snafu. Let me get down to the list of saying hey to everybody. Holy shit. There's already like 19 people. Also, real quick, you see the donation thing at the top. I understand what you have to do now. It's still in the chat. If you want to donate in the bar the change, you donate to the Streamlabs link. Do not donate to Super Chat unless you prefer Super Chat. But if you're donating to see the bar change and to get progression on that, you donate in the Streamlabs link, which is in the description. Let's say hey to everybody. What's up? I am Trite, Brad Craig 94, Brian 1890457, Daniel Pearson. Wow, that's just a normal name. Dante's Infernape, Jazzy Jefferson, Lightning, Orion Sword, Red Dragon Emperor Ash, Static, the Tez Experience, and Wandering Soul. So everybody has now been acknowledged. This is the first time I've had to actually catch up on the names because usually I start streaming and everyone kind of flows in naturally. Here, everybody came in like a bat out of hell. It's insane. Appreciate the love and support, but goddamn, it just catches you off guard. So welcome to another Manic episode where I spread my Manic. Actually, I don't even think I have a tagline. Maybe that's the first thing to work on. So the trailer for the anime looked pretty cool. Now here's the thing: we have like 2 trailers I can talk about. I talk about the Pokemon anime trailer, and I can talk about the Snafu anime trailer. The Snafu anime trailer I'm very concerned about because emotionally, it's not 20. Oh, now it's 25. Right? What? Jesus Christ, guys! I love you too. I really fucking do. I do appreciate it. Especially because I have a whole bunch of shit I want to put out and I haven't really gotten the chance to do yet, and that's the problem. But I'll get there. So yeah, the Pokemon anime looks pretty good. I'm fine with. Also, Yamper is the most adorable fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Sword people pretty much. Hey, what's up, Yuki? People are pretty much spoiled themselves to death on Sword and Shield to the point now where the war is out for those who know the leaks, and if you don't know the leaks, you're gonna get spoiled on the leaks, which is some disrespectful shit. Well, that's fine. I'm perfectly cool with Ash traveling. At this point, based off of like the first, I think we've probably seen the trailer for the first. I think the trailer includes like clips from like the first few episodes, and that looks good. I'm getting Sword because I am a Sword boy. Also because Bea is in Sword, so that automatically helped me, had me feeling better. Snafu's gonna be a problem. I already told myself this. That when it comes to Snafu, I've never cried during an anime. The closest I've gotten is One Piece. One Piece has gotten close consistently, actually, over the years. I think the anime that's gonna make me cry is probably gonna be the ending of this one, because I'm very fucking concerned. I know some of the leaks. Like, I know what percentage of what region's Pokemon is in the game. I know the total number of Pokemon. And I've seen spoilers for all the starters, final evolutions, and, like, the one elephant Pokemon that was, like, spotted in the trailer, but, like, didn't get enough, like, coverage. I haven't really looked at any other leak than that. I'll tell you this. Based off the starter leaks, I am very confident in my choice in Score Bunny, and I imagine the Sabo fan base is pretty fucking mad. And Grookey's just there. Grookey's just Grookey. Yeah, the Snafu episodes reviews will be there, and I don't know. I might do the Pokemon anime episode reviews, at least the first like 13. Just to get my feet wet and see how I feel about it. I don't know. Yeah, the non-binary thing essentially came from a mistranslation. They essentially said he was like bi-shonen, which is pretty much like a girly-looking dude. Kind of like a Shota, but not in the same way. Where he still looks like a guy mostly. He's just like a pretty boy. And people, for some reason, mistranslated that as non-binary. Score Bunny looks cool. Yamper is fucking adorable. It was already cute when I saw it in the game. In the anime, it's flat out adorable. They have these cute sequences of them cuting, and it's just, of them like snuggling with Pikachu. It's beautiful. Love that dog. It's so cute. Also, why would they do that for a 10-year-old? That's the other thing that confuses me. It's fucking like, you don't do that for a 10-year-old. You just don't. You don't do that for a 10-year-old. It wouldn't make any sense. Also, Japan doesn't give a fuck about any of that nonsense. Some people might get offended by that, but I'm just saying, I don't think people give a fuck. Like, no one cares about a Pokemon 10-year-old main character being, like, non-binary. Because it doesn't make any sense. You're fucking 10. You haven't even developed all your sexual characteristics of your current gender to be sitting there worrying about classifying yourself as non-binary. That's besides the point. And I think I've seen Wooloo's evolution. I haven't seen a lot of. I've only seen maybe one truly new Pokemon that I didn't know about in the sense of Wooloo's evolution. Everything else is just fucking like blank to me. And I know what percentage of the gens got represented. And I'll tell you this: if you know me, I was very happy when I found out which gen is up there in terms of representation. I think it's like either the most represented gen or the second most represented gen next to the Galarian new Pokemon. Yeah, people are concerned about that pacing, like how, considering he's jumping between like 3 or 4 regions in few episodes. So we'll see. What else? Also, I did want to ask some of you Pokemon fans a question since I have you in here. So, me in the group, like, it was me, Tyrone, TSS, Kevin, KG Prestige, Richie, and I think Nessa's in most of them, where we, sorry if that's a spoiler, Wooloo Evolves. We recorded our commentary reactions for all of Ash's losses up until Alola. So we did commentary over Richie's fight, over Harrison's fight, over Tyson's fight, over Tobias's fight, and over I want to call him Callum. I don't think that's his name though. Kotetsu's fight, and over Alon's fights. We did commentary and recorded it, but the problem I'm having is that I don't know where to fucking put it. Because if I put it on YouTube, it's definitely... ShowPro never played any games with that kind of shit. So ShowPro more than likely is going to... Oh, wait a minute. Who fucking donated to the damn thing? I just now noticed someone donated. I probably need to have Streamlab alerts up. I'm so stupid. Yeah, Kotetsu. But I recorded all those, and then I couldn't figure out... And I guess the current problem is that I don't know where to upload them. Because if I upload them on YouTube, they'll get hit by ShowPro. Let me see who did that, so I can thank them personally. Recent events. Sorry, I want to acknowledge the person who fucking donated. Also get the alert box out. And I'm going to add that in here. It'll be generic ones for right now. I got to come up with some custom ones, but it'll at least have its recognition. So anyone who donates now will have their thing show up. I apologize. I forgot to do that. Analytics. No, you got to tell me where the fuck. Damn it. It doesn't give me recent. That doesn't make sense. Real quick. Donation history. What's today? The 10th? Oh, it was lightning. Yeah, it was lightning. I'm sorry. But at least lightning, now you have your thing, your acknowledgement, and it should pop up if it happens again. Then it's the person who donates. But thank you, Lightning, for the donation. But that's besides the point. So yeah, I don't know where to fucking put it. I don't know where to put it. I want to make it Patreon for right now, but even then, you still have to have like a raw file. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to upload the audio on Patreon. I'm going to upload the audio on Patreon and maybe upload like an uncompressed version. Because here's the thing. Vimeo is where I was going to go, and then I realized Vimeo charges you monthly. And like, realistically, I don't make enough to justify... First off, I don't do it enough, let alone make enough to justify doing Vimeo in that program. Now, what I might do is make a tier for Vimeo. So if you want to see more like live reactions without being like filtered through some fucking nonsense of like having to cover up half the screen and or like black out half the boxes and shit, you can get that maybe. And I'm going to experiment with it. But I just wanted to let you guys know that situation. Since there's almost 30 of you here. It's like 29, 28. Thank you guys for showing up. But yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. But I just want to ask if anyone had their suggestions of what they want me to do. Also, I don't know if I said hey to you, Tyree. What's up, Tyree? But yeah, I think that's the situation. But yeah, getting back to the game situation, I'm very surprised. I guess I'm not surprised. I'm curious to how this is gonna go. I'm pretty much gonna be the dude online that's like avoiding social media for like a good, I want to say, I'm probably gonna avoid social media for like a good 4 to 5 days after the game comes out, because all I want to do is get through the game and enjoy it. So I may not be on social media as much. But my main thing here is that, like, when it comes to the leaks and the situation, what's up, Prince Revolver? The Pogs are here, the Swab. Oh, that almost fucking goes well backwards. That sucks. I bought it physical. From Best Buy. So I should get it like Friday afternoon, which is fine because I'm working anyway. It's funny because I think this game might be one of the best games mechanically in terms of like quality of life improvements. It's just gonna suffer because of arbitrary shit. Like, realistically, I do hate the fact that the animations are still like stiff as hell, but it doesn't take away from the gaming experience. The new information about like the mints and changing Pokemon natures and shit, it's great. The fact that I can give my Pokemon more than 10 calciums and zincs and irons and shit is great. This is the kind of shit that the game needs to expand itself and to make it better. And people are not going to buy the game because of the decks and because their favorite Pokemon aren't in the game. And here's my thing. I've always said it, and I've said it before, I don't think the dex is enough to make me go, oh, I'm not gonna play the game. But here's my thing though. With all these people out here making these fucking claims, you have to do one or two things. Either you don't buy the game because you obviously didn't support that shit, or two, you have to buy it secondhand. And the problem is, I bet you some of these people are gonna buy the game straight out. With all this bitching and complaining, and you still do the one thing you could have done to make a difference, which is what? Not buy the fucking game. Also, what's up, Flaming Crystal Alchemist? And that's what pisses me off. That, like, with all this nonsense of things you could have not done, these people will still do the one thing they could have not done, which was not buying the game. I do hate the fact that there is no difficulty, but man, if it has a normal curve in difficulty, and I will say I even started appreciating. I'm playing Pokemon Black for Tyrone's channel. Tyrone the Guy 3. Go check it out. Follow him on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. I'm playing Black, and one of the things I've already realized that I hate in old games is the fact that, like, when I'm in a gym, if a Pokemon I'm trying to train dies in the gym, I have to run back to the damn Pokemon Center outside of the gym and then run back into the gym. And it's worse now because you turn gyms, as the series has gone forward, the gyms have turned into more and more like puzzles, right? So it actually takes longer to get out of a gym than to just stay in. So the fact that, like, one of the things that we saw earlier on was the fact that they put, like, portable centers in the damn gym. That's great. That's fucking beautiful. Because there's no challenge, right? I think Shofu also mentioned something along those lines recently. There is no challenge in having to run back to the Pokemon Center to heal your Pokemon and then run back into the gym. There's no challenge in that. That's tedious. There's a difference between tedium and challenge. There are things that absolutely break the game versus things that are just inconvenient to do. And people might be stuck in their own heads and think one is the other, and that's not inherently true. Also, side note, just so you know, there are multiple... Damn, Jazz, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you for the $2. I appreciate the love, man. Shofu's just enjoying himself. That's what he's doing. But, so yeah. But yeah, that's my general premise, is that, like, if you support the game support the game. But if you don't support what they're doing, don't support it. Don't sit here and say all this thing. Okay, so that is cool. All right, so you do get the alert for when you donate Super Chat, even though it doesn't apply to this up here, because that's for the link in the description. But either way, I appreciate it. Let's see. So that's besides the point. Like I said, the anime looked cool. I don't really have any negative things other than fucking the fact that we're still dealing with Jesse and James and their base selves, which is like the most unappealing thing about the new anime, is that we still got that Jesse and James. Because I'm kind of like, I'm past that, but fuck it, I know people like them. I know they're popular, so oh well. But it's fine. What else do I need to mention? So the anime's fine. Snafu, I imagine I'm going to cry. There will be episode reviews of that. There will be at least 13 episode reviews of the new Pokemon anime. I also need to put out my One Piece Stampede review. That needs to come out. The anime channel is going to get a lot of stuff recently. So expect a lot of content on there. And then once I figure out what I want to do, as for all these fucking commentaries we did for the anime episodes, that'll be on there too. So the anime channel is going to blow up pretty consistently. Here is going to be more of this and then more like Manic episodes. The highlight I did for Resident Evil 2 didn't seem to do that well, so I guess you don't care about highlights. That's fine. I just won't do any more highlight videos like that. But yeah, I'm going to backpedal with the excuses and like I'm buying day one. But yeah, like, I'm trying to think what else is. The Schizomanic channel is the anime channel. That's the channel you need to subscribe to if you want to see anime stuff from me. Which is in my channel description on this channel. But just literally Google Schizomanic. Not Google, I mean YouTube it. I'm sorry. But buying secondhand would be like buying it from like a not buying it from a retailer essentially, or if you bought it, buying it used. I'm trying to think what else. I kind of lost my train of thought. I don't think there's a way for me to post. Can I post Schizomanic on here as one of the cards? Maybe. Let's see if I can do it. Let's try it. I've never tried doing this while I was live, but we're going to try it today. Because why not? Let me put this in here. We'll create that card. I don't think this is going to work. They want me to actually go get the stupid fucking URL for the channel. I don't have any fighting games on PS4, primarily because I don't want to pay for PSN. And I feel like fighting games, if you don't have online, kind of hurts half the reason why you buy them, personally. There we go. That should work. I don't know if it's going to show up for you guys, but I did create it. Also, thanks for linking it, Static. I appreciate it. I'm not going to review. I don't know if I'm going to review all the episodes. I'm going to see how the first 13 go, and then we'll move from there and see how that works. I haven't bought anything physical in a while, unfortunately. Although that probably will change since they're releasing the Punk Hazard. They're starting Punk Hazard soon for One Piece, and I got to get Black Clover stuff. I have not bought the dub for Snafu yet, which is another problem. Well, I mean, Gur, and here's my suggestion for people like Gur. If you're indifferent and you don't know what direction you want to go with, you know what you do? Just wait. It never hurts to wait, because if you wait, you can watch other people's reviews of people you trust, and you can go off of that. Oh, they're on Steam? Okay, maybe. If they're on sale, maybe. Also, the problem is I gotta have people to play with. which is something I want to add on to Twitch, where I have like multiplayer dedicated nights that are dedicated to multiplayer, and then like have it if you're a patron or like or a subscriber to the channel, then you get special privilege in terms of like I always will pick you guys first over like normal people. Thank you for the subscription to the anime channel, Wandering Soul. Appreciate it. So now you'll know. Also click the notification bell because YouTube is some shit. Yeah, I saw. I heard that. I think KG and Richie mentioned it to me. They're streaming Kanto, which the problem I have with that is Kanto is the worst fucking region in the anime. So I don't give a fuck about Kanto like that. I like the filler in Kanto. That's about it. Fuck the gym battles. Fuck the league. The most enjoyable thing about Kanto is its filler and only some of its filler. Not all of its filler, just some of it. I have not watched Vinland Saga yet. That's another thing I need to get on. But right now I have not, so I apologize. What else? But yeah, there's not like a lot to say with Pokemon. I think I'm really done with. Yeah, exactly. As far as Patreon Lightning, you're fine. Oh, the Kanto anime is fucking garbage in terms of writing. In terms of like the Patreon requirement, Lightning, you're fine. I already know you were past that point. I still need to like get the details down for that anyway. I gotta come up with a separate night that's strictly for multiplayer games. That way you guys know what night to show up for like multiplayer and what night to show up for single player. Because some people don't want to really watch like a long ass game. Also, Death Stranding came out, which I guess that's something. that's not, that's not right. That's not funny. I shouldn't have said it like that, but that's literally what it is. Death Stranding came out, and that's a game. It's a game that came out, and yeah, I guess people are cool. I'm trying to see what else. There's a new trailer for Broly, for Fighters, which is eh. Death Stranding will be on PC. Soccer Wars is looking pretty good and consistent. I just kind of have to wait for that one to like come out so I can see it. There really hasn't been much in the news sphere, which is part of the reason why. Actually, speaking of that, like I finished streaming last night with Luigi's Mansion, right? I said, fuck it. People are playing Death Stranding. Let me go look at Death Stranding. Man, I think I was half paying attention that whole time. Like that whole time, I'm sitting there and the game is like running in the background. Someone's streaming it in the background. The guy, to be fair, the guy streaming it was enjoying the game himself. But I was so like out of it by like, I want to say 30 minutes in. I just kind of like, I'm extremely cautious. I'm extremely cautious about Kakarot. I don't trust Bandai, so I'm not gonna hold anything to that. I'm waiting for that game to come out. I'm waiting for people's opinions, because Bandai cannot be trusted like a motherfucker. What else? Also, a bunch of Black Friday deals. So look into that. Like I think God of War, Spider-Man, Uncharted 4 are all like $10. I have not looked into Trials of Cold Steel. I don't even know what that is. I don't know if the gameplay looks good, Brian. It looks fine. Yeah, Soccer Wars is one of those IPs I thought would never show up again, so I'm very surprised. I only like recently found out about it. So that'll be interesting. Power Warriors 4, maybe. The problem is that Power Warriors 4 looks like Power Warriors 3. Like, Power Warriors games don't look that different. So I don't know how much I care to look for that. The Switch Lite, the Switch Lite I think is still just $200. There was that rumor Black Friday ad that wasn't true because no one else has confirmed it. What else? But yeah, there's some cool Black Friday deals. Also, real quick, I guess I'll talk about Terry. Terry was fun as hell. We played him twice, I think. I think we played him on Friday, and then we also played him again Saturday. No, I'm lying. We played him Thursday, and then we played him Friday. That's what it was. Because it came out on Thursday. Terry's really fun. As Juice will tell you, and he'll probably mention it tomorrow on the Juice is Loose podcast. He's annoyed with me that Terry's essentially become like not a main, but definitely like a secondary character for me, which is fine. Because I fucking love him, but still. That's been pretty entertaining. Nintendo released... Oh, side note, I guess I should mention. Nintendo released a weird, like, co-op medical game randomly. Nintendo only dropped their games to, like, 40. I feel like... What was it? It's Mario Odyssey. It's Mario Kart. It's Zelda. It's... a few other mainstream Nintendo titles. They only dropped to 40, I think. Although you can get Mega Man 11 for like $12, which that'll probably be bought that day. Anywho. But yeah, they released like this weird Stretchers game on Switch out of fucking nowhere, which I think people like. I don't know how people feel about it. It came out of nowhere and people were like, I don't know, but Sorry. My shoulder kind of took over me for a second. That's not healthy. Oh, you get Pokken? Pokken... I feel like Pokken DX would have been on sale. Yeah, Nintendo did recently add friend invites, but the problem is... Not friend invites. You're talking about invitations for like online games, but the only character... I mean, the only game that uses it is like... What is it? Divine Punish? No, what is it? What the hell is the game? It just came out. I forget what it's called. There's like one game that uses it, and from what I heard, it uses it well. But there's only one game that uses it. My thing, I think most people like, from what I understand, is that the American version kind of like censored what all of Sakurai said, because Sakurai did joke about it, but he also did mention that, by the way, it's because of the Japanese rating system that couldn't be included. And I think Sakurai was like, it's not really worth butchering her fucking design for the sake of her being included, especially when people are just gonna bitch about her design being butchered. Like, and people talk that shit about Corrin and talk that shit about Bayo and talk that shit about Palutena, but like, Mai's outfit is literally like that fucking red loincloth you see. And her famous pose is her bent over with full cleavage being shown. Like it's weird. I would say Bayonetta, even though is a more sexual character in her games, like her outfit is surprisingly reserved. So they because they toned down all of these characters. Like, they toned down Palutena, and all they did was just make a black hole under her dress. Bayonetta, they just had it where her hair only disappears up to like her forearms and thighs instead of like her whole fucking body. Most of the girls, and then Zero Suit was in a skin tight bodysuit. Whereas like Mai was way more loosey goosey with it, and Sakurai was like, and then when Sakurai's interview was talking about the struggles he had to do, he had to struggle to get Palutena and Wonder Pink, who's a fucking trophy, mind you, to just get in the game. Tharja, I think it was the same stupid thing. I think they just had to outright remove Tharja, which is kind of crazy. Even Corrin, they patched in like the thigh meat showing. I think they just thought it wasn't worth it. Even though, ironically enough, I think Mythra, it'd be kind of funny if Mythra gets to... I mean, to be fair, also, I think it's also because of how Mai is. Like, her pose makes her look overly suggestive. Oh, yeah, that's right. New Super Lucky's Tale came out Friday, which was like $40, and I think it's been fine. Actually, you know what? For the hell of it, let's look on the eShop and see what everything is doing sales-wise, because you can look under the bestseller list. I'm just curious. Also, more than likely, there's like new sales anyway. Dude, I'd be so happy if I could get Rex. My only two wants at this point is Rex and Pyra and Shantae. Those are like my two wants. I did not get the Altaria game, although I've heard insanely good things about the Altaria game. That's another game that came out too fucking quickly. Like we had all this fucking extra money. Spoiler, we did not have all this fucking extra money. And shame on you for thinking we had the extra money. The Layton game, the Layton collection came out. Motherfucker. Where does Nintendo think we're getting this money from? Also, what's up, Mar? How you doing, buddy? So let's see. Let's see what the best sellers on Switch are right now. Luigi's Mansion is #1. Pokemon Sword and Shield are both 3 and 4, so apparently people are still getting it. Then you got the Goose Game, which is still up there. Minecraft, Mario, and Sonic. Another fucking game that came out. Fuck Crash. Stardew Valley, Smash Brothers, Zelda, Cuphead, Mario Kart, the Aladdin and Lion King arcade games, Monster Hunter, Super Monkey Ball is up here, which is kind of surprising. I think that's all the main stuff. And then Resident Evil 5 is also in here. It's at the bottom, but it is on the list at least. And the next big game is fucking Sword and Shield. Although I did hear that the FNAF games are coming out at the end of this month, which is going to be something, I guess. I don't know how else I can feel about it. It's going to be something. God have mercy on our souls. This is a lot of shit, dude. There's a lot. What else? If we're getting Xenoblade Chronicles remakes, I mean, maybe. I mean, to be fair, of the 3 games, X is probably the least popular one. I think 2 is considered to be the better game. Granted, I could just be a biased asshole, but I think 2 is considered the better game. Oh, look, I just got shot, by the way. So, don't mind that. That's from, that was from the gym. Violence was everywhere. I like Xenoblade Chronicles X2 that fixes the issues with the first game. And that's even if they want to go in that direction. We don't even know if the next game they're working on is even another Xeno game. They could be moving on to a new series. Because technically the first 2 games take place at the same time. An X2 would be... The only thing I would see the justification for an X2 is if an X2 tied in with the first game. Like if it tied in with the Xenoblade universe, because it's only like very loosely related to Xenoblade Chronicles. And I don't know when... Oh, thank you for donating, Doomslayer. Love watching your videos on Tyrone's channel. Get a good laugh of you guys talking like this. Guys, and I like the content on your channel. Meep it up. I'm gonna meep it up. I'm gonna meep it up. Let's go. I'm gonna meep it up. Hey, gonna meep it up. Let's go. Hey. But thank you for it. I appreciate it, Doomslayer. Wait, what's up with the YouTube censorship? Red Dragon, explain. What's going on with YouTube censorship? Actually, yeah, that's another game. Persona, that's another thing that needs to happen. Well, X did hint at a sequel. It just depends if what they want to do to make it. If they want to make it or what they want to do to make it. Let's see. But yeah, Red Dragon, what was up? Not meat it up, it's meep. The thing said meep. So it's about the meep life. Because meat life is the best life. Let's go. Chester. Woo! I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. I can't be trusted, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I legit cannot be trusted. To be fair, Persona 5 Scramble does look lit. I don't know if I say it looks better than Royal. Because Royal looks pretty fucking good. Yeah, which scares me because that means that this channel might be on the block. So, prepare yourselves. I guess I should have said something about that. If that happens, I don't know if that affects all my channels. It might affect a good chunk of them. So if this channel randomly disappears, just know that's probably what killed it. Because I don't think this channel makes money realistically. I mean, that's the reality. So I don't know what that means in terms of like me being able. I didn't look at the details yet, but I think what it's gonna amount to is that if like my channel, if our channels don't make money and we have AdSense, we just lose AdSense. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna. I think the only channel that might be fine is my Schizomanic channel, which is why I also am saying subscribe to that channel, just in case. Well, you know what? We got some time. Why don't we go look the bitch up for the hell of it? Let's look it up. I think I got sent an email about it anyway. Let's go look it up. Let's see. We're gonna go check this shit out. Service. And then I won't be able to find. All right, here we go. Yeah, changes to our terms of service. What do you mean, Chibi? How did Chibi Review save code provider? Because I don't know that story. Persona 5 Scramble will actually move the plot forward. My main issues with Persona 5. Well, I agree with that, Wandering Soul, as far as Persona 5 is concerned. But here we go. So, we provided a summary of the key changes, but here's what you can expect. Terms that are clearer and easier to understand with useful links to help you better navigate YouTube and better understand our policies. Expanded commitments to notify you about changes that may affect you, such as product updates or future changes to the terms, and better alignment between our terms and how YouTube works today. Let me actually scroll through the updated terms. They were suspended for what? Oh, because of the manga panels? Was that what it was? I also don't understand how Chibi Review saved them if they ended up getting suspended. Applicable terms. Business. Permissions and restrictions. Changes to the service. Uploading content. I'm trying to find the part about it. Let me see. Once before, Chibi was able to get a channel back online. YouTube has lost the plot. Yeah, unfortunately, we haven't really got any true competition to give them that. So, well, that's because smaller YouTubers don't have to fight the fucking algorithm because they don't give a damn. You don't realize how often I've said that, like, if I could get like if I can maintain like a steady stream of viewers and support, I never had any intention of being like on the front of the page because it fucking isn't worth it. All the algorithms, and then you have to change how you project your videos, and eventually you'll fall off like every other fucking channel, or you'll move on. So the YouTubers still lose their shit. Also, I don't really care to overly appealing to children because life isn't that simple or fair. So why the fuck would I'm not that content creator. The big YouTubers can be the content creators for like the kids. I'm just a dude who tells it like it is and enjoys the shit he enjoys, and also is on some deviant shit every once in a while. Hence the titties and anime pictures halfway around the fucking channel and room and life. I was gonna search to see specifically what they said, but it's kind of buried. I think somebody put it up on Twitter, which might be the easier way of doing this. Because Twitter, they just like zoomed in on the part that was the most interesting. As if I can find it, I may not be able to find it. Alright, here we go. No, that's Kojima. Damn it! Kojima tricked me again! Stupid bastard. I was looking for stuff on YouTube and I found shit on... That's Kojima again. Damn it, I wasn't looking for all these Kojima fucking things. You also have the right opinions. I see what you did there. I see what you did there, sir. That is sweet tea. This is Publix. For those who know what Publix is. Publix is sweet tea. And Publix sweet tea is fucking great. YouTube does not like criticism. Because YouTube wants to be YouTube wants to be woke. And for the children. Which gets us nothing. But they seem to think that it gets us everything. I can't find the post on Twitter I was looking for. Where someone like actually highlighted it. Well, actually, you know what I could do? I could just highlight the word YouTube. Okay, here we go. So, YouTube may terminate your access or your Google's account to access all or part of the services if YouTube believes if its sole discretion that the provision of the service is to you no longer commercially viable. We will notify you with the reason that, okay, I see what it is. So essentially, if they feel like you're not making any fucking money, what the hell is Bojangles? Is that what you meant? Nah, son, that ain't it, cuz. That ain't it. But, no, so essentially, if they don't view you financially viable, they have the ability to do that. Yeah, I saw Razor Fist. That's literally the tweet I just found, actually. Which is insane. I love how this episode is essentially... I love how this Manic episode is literally just kind of like a state of address of, like, me with you guys. But I'm surprised that, like, 30 of you have been consistently in here. Like deadass, y'all don't understand. I truly appreciate that kind of support. Because most people can't even get 5 people in their streams. And I've been doing this since fucking 2008 or 9. So I do appreciate the support. But essentially it just allows YouTube the right to terminate your channel if they don't give a fuck about. Look, if you're not making me money and you're also saying shit I don't agree with, then I'm just going to blow you up, no reason. YouTube does, listen, the advantage of being like, I don't want to be fucking president. Relax, Dante. I love Dante and I love Infernate. Cut that shit out. Someone who uses this excuse don't even have kids. I want to tell you that what they should exactly or don't watch. Yeah, I don't understand that shit. And the reality is that the internet is raising children, and parents don't want to fucking moderate what their kids do and do not, you know. King of the Ooga Booga. You haven't done the Ooga Booga shit since, like, what was it, during the Crash days when I was doing Crash? That's the last time I saw you do Ooga Booga? That's crazy. Trying to bring back all the old jokes, aren't you, Lightning? You son of a bitch. But yeah, like, that just means that either I watch what I say or I fall into obscurity. I mean, let's be real, man. Like, oh yeah, the bad lighting, and when I was using a fucking, I was using a fucking webcam. Well, not a webcam. I was using my laptop. I'm using that shitty ass camera, which is, I think it's still in this house somewhere. Untried, I know you've been around for a while. I know you've been around with it for a while, Revolver. Lightning is relatively new. He's just very supportive while being relatively new. I had to stop the video. Ah! Yo! Oh no. That's when I still wore braces and shit. And I had the camera up and I was like, I gotta let me check the video to make sure it's still let me check the video to see if I'm at 10 minutes. No, I'm not at 10 minutes. Alright, so as I was saying, there's also when I made videos that were fucking garbage. Like I used to say, man, I used to be like a fucking stand for Naruto, like a stand for Bleach and Naruto, like a bitch. And like I wouldn't talk about my One Piece love. Now granted, I was still one of the first hardcore One Piece fans. And now that everyone's jumped on the bandwagon and started reacting to all the episodes and shit, I feel like my role back then has been fulfilled. Because back then, my goal was just to get One Piece's name out there. And now I'm just kind of like chilling. You're relatively new, Lightning. See, I like doing the societal videos. The problem is that like there's not like I've already covered a lot of topics. Unless I just want to repeat myself, that's a different story. Yeah, the stories, which I don't have a lot of. I think I've already told the other one, which was the one about my first girlfriend. This is like the problem is I have a bunch of videos I want to do, and I already told people like my main goal when it comes to doing YouTube is literally if I could do YouTube and do the job I currently have at the same time and make a good money from here, I would be fine. The one thing I always hated wasn't the fact that I wasn't like a super popular YouTuber. It was the fact that like I need to get a better job, and to get a better job would kind of take away time from this, and that's the problem. And that's my thing. Like the job I have now is loose enough where I can still make content pretty consistently, and that kind of sucks. Yeah, the One Piece fan. That's probably the reason why I kind of like. I still enjoy the series. I just don't really talk about it as much. That's probably the reason why it's hard to get me to talk about chapters, because it reminds me of the days where things were already starting to get nuts. Yeah, I was going to do updates. To be fair, this year's been kind of hectic for me. A lot of social stuff, and realistically, I want to move out. And life is a bitch sometimes. I really don't want to get back on there. I will say, speaking of Bleach real quick, the fake Katakura Town fights are pretty entertaining. And I did go back and watch some of the manga fights for like the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. And although I don't have the same like emotional attachment to the characters, I can see some of the frustrations people were having. Yeah, people don't even fucking realize that when One Piece was the hold on, wait. I read a question and was trying to answer another question. The One Piece underdog shit, that was rough for a while. Because people thought I was bullshitting. And the problem is the jokes we used to make was like we used to say shit like I used to be like, One Piece is the only series that can make you cry over a boat. A fucking boat. That was like one of the things we used to talk about all the fucking time. It was ridiculous. Also, mentioning on the coding exam, I think I studied and then I failed the test and then I have to pay like another $300. So what I'm probably going to do is I need to build up some funds because I bought a new car this year. And although the funds for that have been steady, it's hard to like have extra funds on top of that. But that is a goal. So probably moving into like next month, going into next year, I'm going to jump back on studying for the certification. But like I said, my main goal is if I can make more money off of YouTube and streaming and shit, and then like make the money I make at my job, I could be fine personally. I'm not a man who needs a lot. I've been doing a lot of cleaning out of this room anyway, so I think I'm content as I am. I just want to do a little bit better than what I'm doing now to be able to like move. Thanks, Brian. I don't think I ever talked about it because there wasn't a lot to talk about. Although I don't know if I need to make an update on the credit video because my I have family members who have made bad financial decisions, and it's kind of to be fair, that's kind of dictated the way I live my life personally. Like I have a lot of family members who don't know what the fuck they're doing with their money, so it kind of part of my money habits are from watching the failures that my family members went through with their own funds. The Naruto fandom were pretty nuts, although Naruto was like the main thing. Naruto was the main show. It wasn't until Marineford that people even started paying attention to One Piece, which is why I hated the One Piece fandom for a while. Because you had a bunch of fucking, we had a bunch of people hopping on a bandwagon just because of Marineford. And to me, Marineford is like Marineford is not a representation of One Piece. Marineford is one of those culmination arcs, but it's not like a good representation of what One Piece is, and that's what irks the shit out of me. So everyone used to join. It's one of the reasons why I can't stand Lucci, because Lucci's one of the most overrated fucking villains in the series, and literally gets props because he's fucking quiet and he looks threatening and he's a badass fighter. But as a character, he's one-dimensional as fuck. And people sit here and say he's so cool. Fuck you. No, he's not. He's garbage. That's the video I want to do. Just talking shit about Lucci, because Lucci is a garbage ass villain. He serves. It's not like there's no place for villains like him. It pisses me off. He gets so much praise, considering all he is a big ass. At the time he was a big ass rock for Luffy to get over. That's all he was. Let's see. You go crazy living with anyone, so you're just a hermit. Some people got hooked on it, and I mean, listen, if you enjoy the arc, you enjoy the arc. It just irks me because I didn't think I like CP9 and I like Water 7. I just don't think Lucci's a great villain. He serves his purpose, and that's about it. Let's see. Yeah, man, you just gotta work it out. It's a grind. Everything in life is a grind. You just have to have the patience and the willpower to keep pushing forward. Dio is overrated, but the one thing I'll give Dio at least has charm. I don't even think Lucci has charm. Like, Dio is at least fun to watch. Like the weird scene where he sticks his hand in his head and he does this shit because he knows he's a fucking vampire. Like, that shit is like iconic. Or like, Lucci doesn't have sequences like that. Lucci is not like an iconic villain in the sense of like having good character moments. He's iconic because he fought Luffy and almost killed him. That's it. Oh, you joined the military. Okay, I see. I got you. I like part 5, but part 4 is still my favorite. Part 4 is still my favorite JoJo. Nah, see, my favorite arc in One Piece is Thriller Bark. Thriller Bark is like one of my favorite fucking... My favorite One Piece villain. Oh, shit. My favorite One Piece villain. There's a couple people. It's not like just one. I think my favorite ones so far have been Kuro from the East Blue Saga. Kuro is a dude that, even though like is probably one of the only, I think he's the only East Blue character to have no relevance outside of his arc. Like, Arlong has been brought up in flashbacks with Fishman Island. Buggy is just around canonically. Krieg is probably the only other prior. I think it's Krieg, Kuro. I think it's just Krieg and Kuro are the only two that are like, and I guess Morgan. No, even Morgan was used in other episodes. I think it's just Krieg and Kuro. But Kuro, I just appreciate him a lot. He's like, it's such a weird opinion for me. I just like this whole swagger. I think I mentioned it before, but like for the longest time, I used to do this with my hands, with my glasses, just because I like the way Kuro does it. I know why Kuro does it, because he has the claws and the knives on his hands, but the shit was just cool to me. I used to even slouch around and be like, I'm tired of this troublesome life. Out of bag attack. I love Kuro. Kuro's like one of my favorite old school One Piece villains. Uh, Inaru is another one I love to death. I find him I just love Inaru. I don't really love Gecko Moria. I like his laugh a lot. I like Gecko's Mugiwara. Like I love the laugh. The laugh is great. I love his laugh. His laugh is fucking great. That gets hard. It actually kills your vocal cords to do that laugh. But I love it. I love it to death. And then I think I'd probably say Katakuri is my favorite new generation villain. Although I imagine him turning ally relatively soon, but he's one of my more new favorite generation villains. Because Lucci is fucking garbage. I enjoy Gecko Moria enough, but he's not like my favorite. I don't really count. It's hard to count the Marines as villains. I mean, I guess technically for like the Straw Hats they are, but hey. I have not watched. Oh, dude, I'm subscribed to Some Call Me. I've been subscribed to Some Call Me Johnny back when his his Johnny Versus series just started. Like, because I watched Brain Scratch Comms, and then I subscribed to him from there because he was like the only one doing content. I fucking love Some Call Me Johnny. Songs, and also being a Sonic fan. If you're a Sonic fan, there's no way in hell you could not know who he is and not like him. I like him. I like his stuff. Which reminds me, I still need to watch the Kirby video. I've been watching the Pokemon videos and stuff. Dophie's okay. I never loved Dophie. Even back when he was introduced, I don't love Dophie. Love Boa Hancock because she's bae. What else? Fire Force, you know what the problem I have with Fire Force is more of the character designs than anything else. It's not really the premise or anything, it's just the character designs look kind of like basic to me. And it definitely gives off a huge Soul Eater vibe. It's not terrible, it doesn't stick out to me personally. I haven't really watched much of it, so I'm not judging it on terms of his like, on terms of the quality of the stories. I'm just saying like, visually it doesn't appeal to me. The animation is beautiful for the anime, but I mean like visually, like even in the manga, it's just not like super crazy. Crocodile's enjoyable. Magellan isn't used enough in my opinion. Like he gets his one arc and then he gets demoted after the time skip, and I don't even think we've seen him since actually. Blackbeard is fine. He's not anything like I can respect his power and his swagger, but like he isn't like one I enjoy. He's not one I enjoy watching all the time. He's there and I respect him. Yeah, I watch SGB Likes to Play, which is the Super Gaming Brothers. Wait, was it called Super Gaming Brothers Likes to Play, or was it just Super Gaming Brothers? It might just be Super Gaming Brothers, and I'm adding in Likes to Play because there was like a YouTube channel that was like We Like to Play, and I'm thinking that's what I'm mixing it with. No, it was like We 4 Like to Play. That's what I was thinking of. I don't watch Brain Scratch as much. I watch more like Some Call Me Johnny than anything else. That's why I stopped reading the manga when it started coming out. Yeah, it's one of those things I might jump back into. I might mess around with. I think right now my anime watching is pretty much limited to like fucking right now it's just My Hero and Black Clover. It was JoJo, but I mean JoJo finished. Well, part 5 finished. What about the latest villain? Alright. Not anything crazy. I need to see more. That's my thing about the latest villain. I'll say that. Let's see. Oh, you got sick of Matt? Really? That's funny. Actually, there's a channel that's happened to me. Well, who was the girl that used to be on Brain Scratch that like everybody fucking couldn't stand? Was it Amanda? Was that her name? There was like a girl on Brain Scratch that used to show up pretty, like for a period of time she was there kind of consistently, and it like immediately burned people out. People be like, I'm so sick of her. Who was that girl? Black Clover I love to death, but man, the animation doesn't help it a lot. Does anyone remember who that girl was on Brain Scratch that like people couldn't stand? Because I cannot think of her name. She wasn't there long, and it wasn't like she was a permanent member, but she would join in for like group discussions and shit. It was Amanda. I don't know what Amanda's problem was, but I just remember her getting on my fucking nerves. Amanda used to drive me nuts. And I think a lot of the commenters agreed. And I think that's probably the reason why she stopped showing up for a while. Like I think she was, I forget what it was she was even doing that pissed me off. I think it was just something along the lines of like, she either said things that were like factually wrong or she just wouldn't shut the fuck up. Well, I don't know what happened to Amanda. Amanda was like one of their friends that like randomly started showing up in videos. Amanda's like this girl that used to be on Brain Scratch for like a period of time. And she used to drive everybody nuts. She wasn't a troll. Bruh, that's the other video I need to make. I made a video back in Schizomanic called the lack of shonen females. Of great shonen female characters. And I need to make a sequel because now the anime has finally gotten to that moment in the manga that I praised to death for Black Clover. And I don't give a fuck what anyone tells you. There are better girls in Black Clover than there are in My Hero. My Hero girls ain't got shit on Black Clover girls. The only one who comes close is Toga. And that's stupid because she's a villain. I still am under the pretense that Hirokoshi likes writing villains better than he likes writing heroes. Because all of his best characters are like villainous in some way. Like Endeavor is one of his best written characters and was considered like a villainous kind of character for a while. Stain, villain. Now I don't really care for Shigaraki. Overhaul, villain. Gentleman, villain. I think he writes his villains better than he writes his heroes. Yeah, Amanda was like a tryhard. Mariona is fucking great. Fucking love her. I wonder if they put out the preview images for the next episode. They usually do that on Sunday nights or like Monday mornings. I hope they do the Fenrir fight well, because man, there's a certain scene I need to see. Yeah, My Hero does not do its girls shit. Even when they're in arcs. That was like that's my biggest problem with the Overhaul arc. I still think the Overhaul arc is the best arc in the manga. And it fucking suffers because because for some reason he went, the girls don't matter. That and like the way it ended was kind of janky. I'm glad Dorothy is now like normal and isn't like sleeping all the time. I like how like the whole elf arc had like legit changed for certain characters, which is great. Oh yeah, I love My Hero's villains. I hate but the heroes are really basic. I used to watch Alpha Omega Sin, but Omega Sin doesn't really click with me anymore. And Happy Console Gamer I never was into. I see more of his stuff now, older than I did when I was younger. But yeah. I don't know what Danmachi is, so I can't comment on that. What's up, Twin Daggers? I'm legit about to end the stream, too. Because it's 10:39, and I have things I want to do. And I might, like I said, I might stream on Twitch. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, I don't understand why Horikoshi does that, though. Where he just underuses the fuck out of his girls. It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Overhaul is such a cool villain. I feel like I feel like they wanted to get rid of him way too quickly, and it irks the shit out of me. The good news is he isn't dead, so I'm not. There's a potential that he can be used later. I'm just irked that they kind of downplayed him the way they did in the first place. That's my issue. Oh, Alpha stopped making videos. Oh, okay. Ooh, stream. I might do Twitch. It depends on how late you guys want to stay up. If you give me like an hour of a break, I might go ahead and do Twitch. There's too many games, Revolver. Damn. I could stream more Luigi's Mansion, or I could stream Smash Brothers. It doesn't really matter which to me. I can stream one or the other. It might be better to stream Luigi because getting that game kind of not out of the way, but in the sense of like, well, damn, thank you for subscribing. I mean, for donating, hipsters. Where the fuck? I missed the message. No, where the hell is it? I gotta read the message. Where is it? I gotta refresh the page. Yo, Burn, been sub to you for years. Love the content, but I have a question. Let's say Crash Bandicoot was in Smash. How would you do their trailer? How would you do Crash's trailer? I imagine it would have to be like... It had to be Sonic and Mario related. Where Sonic and Mario... I don't play... You talking about League of Legends? No, I don't play League of Legends. Also, what's up, Ugly Hood Rat? If you were going to do Bandicoot and Smash Brothers, it has to be a Sonic and Mario fighting. I imagine... I don't know if we would get a CGI trailer, but if we did, it'd be great. Or at least like a... Or more, maybe like a fucking like N64 Dreamcast version of Sonic and Mario going at it. Specifically these two, because that it was Sega. At the time, it was Sega, Nintendo, and then PlayStation. This is like right before Sega died. And it would have to be... They probably... If it's CGI, you could do like them fighting, and then all of a sudden maybe have like a bazooka come out of nowhere. Be like, who the fuck is that? And then you zoom in and it'd be Crash with his bazooka that he gets in the second game, I think. And it'd be like Crash. What would it be? Crash. I'm trying to think of a good tagline. Because saying Crash crashes in doesn't work. I feel like that's a little too basic. It had to be Crash. I would say Crash spins the battle. No, not spins the battle. I don't think you can do anything clever with him. I guess it would be Crash spins the battle or something along those lines. Or Crash barrels the battle. Or barrels through battle. Well, Coco is fucking adorable. I love Coco. But yeah, I think that's how I would have to go. Mario and Sonic are fighting. Then he shoots a rocket launcher. Which is kind of a somewhat reference to the old PlayStation commercials for him. Where he used to be out there with a fucking like bullhorn and out there in front of like Nintendo's offices talking a bunch of shit. But like you couldn't do that properly, but you would do something similar. I'm glad people are giving Noelle props. She deserves it. 2B, I think doesn't have enough notoriety. Also, it's like, do we need another platinum character in there? What else? I'm probably not gonna stream Pokemon, or if I won't. Let me rephrase that. I won't stream like my first playthrough of it. I'll probably stream like a second playthrough or something, not a first playthrough. What else? The Crash trailer would have him blowing Yoshi from out of nowhere while racing his go-kart with other Nintendo characters. I mean, you could do like you could do like Nitro Charge references, but it'll be like misdirection, kind of like the Rosalina trailer, which seemed really weird. I think Crash would have been a good idea. That Sony fighting game. Well, we don't talk about things that make Sony sad, all right? And we don't want to do that. You just want to see these thick ass girls fight. That's what it is. It's the booties for days coming to destroy your way of life. GG. It's like if you took mine from us, we need some other booty meat. And it's like, that doesn't sound appropriate. Spoiler, you're right, it's not appropriate. But it fucking happened anyway. Woo, Jesus. I'm not a huge fan of having like Mortal Kombat characters. I feel like Mortal Kombat Doom Guy, like at a certain point you get too gory for your own good. Like, Bayonetta's kind of cartoony in her personality that kind of works out. Whereas like Doom Guy is like straight serious. The same thing goes for like Mortal Kombat characters. Mortal Kombat characters and Doom characters and Killer Instinct characters are played straight. Whereas like Bayonetta's played with a level of cheekiness that kind of allows her that looseness that she needs to be in there. DLC characters isn't enough to keep Smash alive for me. I mean, that's fine, Melvin. I understand that. Now, I mean, it kind of depends on what you buy Smash for. But I think what you're asking for is more like single player content. What's up, Wave Storm? It would be too much for Capcom games. We need more Platinum games. Hey man, we might be getting a new Akami. It kind of depends on how life wants to treat it, but there's potential everywhere. We just don't know what's gonna happen. Oh sweet, they did show the. Okay, that's nice. They have the previews for. Yep, they have the previews for the next Black Clover episode. Ooh, the animation looks kind of lit, bruh. Ooh, we might. Ooh, this might be good, bruh. Which is fine, because this is supposed to be like Jack's moment, too. Jack doesn't get a lot of fights. And this is like one of his big fights in this arc. So, oh, this episode might be kind of lit. Let's go, Jack. Woo, I'm fucking excited. Fucking excited. Sorry, I got distracted. It's just something I wanted to acknowledge. Let's see. I'm just scrolling through Twitter real quick. Oh, look at that. They're spoiling shit in the fucking Twitter. I've got to stay off of Twitter, yo. Shit is a problem. This is besides the point. Sorry, I missed what you guys were saying in there. Sora for Smash. I'm not overly against Sora. That's personally, though. Tetris 99. Oh, yeah, Tetris 99 is... That shit blew up. But I mean, it's Tetris. I feel like we shouldn't have been surprised. Yeah, I probably would say of the two mascots, Crash is more popular than Spyro. The dub for Black Clover is fine. I don't like that Monica Rial is playing fucking Mariona, though. Because I don't think she has the voice for it. That actually should have been Colleen. But then they have Colleen playing Charlotte. Which, fuck me. That's the other thing I wanted to mention, though. Fucking... This is what I mean about the girls compared to, like, My Hero. Where, like, even the side characters recently have gotten development. Dorothy being awake now. Charlotte talking about her feelings more. Fucking Noelle. Noelle is bae. I think Mimosa's been kind of stagnant for a little while. That's like, which probably will change considering where the manga's at. Yeah, because Shofu did cover that. I've never been subscribed to Shofu. I watch Shofu, but I look Shofu up. I don't like subscribe to Shofu. But yeah, I know people have their issues against Monica Rial. I agree with that. You know, it probably does deserve his own arcs. I can't decide on an early team because I don't know the new Pokemon airs. I've told you for the most part I'm going into this blind. So I don't know enough to have like oh, Nero's best girl and best bird. Let's go. Woo! Shit. You got me geeking the fuck out in this motherfucker. Lost my goddamn mind. Oh, Jesus. I gotta chill out. Yeah, I mean, that's literally what it is. Just an angry Bulma, which does not work for the kind of character she is. But that's why I watch the Japanese version anyway. I don't watch the dub. Also, out of curiosity, I stand with Vic. No, listen, I respect your opinion, but we're not doing that tonight. Because that's a whole thing. And that could be like a 2-hour discussion in itself. Oh, what Shofu for the music? Oh, like the cipher and stuff. Well, let's see. But I don't think it's a little bit. I think it's a lot of controversy. It's not like a little bit of controversy. I mean, I think people would beg for a little bit of controversy. That's a whole situation. God damn. But with all that being said, I think I'm gonna cut it for tonight because if I'm gonna stream, I need like some time to chill. Also, voice is kind of raspy, and I don't want to. If I stream, I'm not gonna want to do that. So yeah. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the donations and support. That's crazy. $30 in fucking one stream. It's like more than I made off my YouTube channel in like the last 2 years. They're gonna shut me down. YouTube's gonna shut me down. Especially if I start talking about Trump on this bitch. They're gonna take me the fuck out. Oh, by the way, since this video is gonna get demonetized because of it, everybody type a bunch of profanity. No, don't do that. I'm just joking. Don't do that. Because they might actually I might lose my shit. Yeah, I'll send the link. If I stream, I'll let you guys know on Twitter. There'll be like a YouTube video notifying you, and there'll be a Twitter link like I always do. I've been doing that pretty consistently. So if I stream on Twitch, you'll know. But anyways, thank you guys for the support. Thank you guys for the love. Hope you enjoyed the episode. I feel like I was going to change the title of this episode once I did the actual stream. But fuck it. I think I'm going to leave. I'm just going to leave it as Pokemon Before the Storm. And people just won't know what the fuck they're getting into if they rewatch this. Which is funny because nobody rewatches these things. Alright, life's a game. Play to win. And I will catch you guys later. It's funny. I've actually adapted later days as an ending phrase. Which is funny to me because it's based off an ABC show that a bunch of people haven't even heard of. But thank you and good night. Peace. Later days.